It is Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY. Now, there's a lot of shows, a lot of theaters where the performance dates have been either pushed back or canceled altogether. That was, of course, the case with the Nutcracker this past year. But talking with about the ballet company and with somebody from the Springfield Ballet Company, some of their performances will be going on. And I am talking once again with Julie Ratz. How are you, Julie?
I'm good, Kevin. How are you?
I'm doing fine. It's been a bit of a morning, but we got through it. We're here, and we are here to talk about the ballet company. Some exciting news that you guys shared on your Facebook page just a couple of days ago. You have dates for some pretty big performances coming up.
We do. Finally, we have dates with Sangamon Auditorium for October 2nd and 3rd for the Rock Ballet, December 11th and 12th for the Nutcracker, and February 26th and 27th for our Spring Ballet. So we are just going to go as if those performances are going to happen. And, if for some reason something happens and they don't, then that's fine too. But we're going to steam right ahead and get all of our choreography set for next season.
That's awesome. And so with these, I know the first performance there is Rock Ballet, and it's a bit ways off, but it'll be here before we know it. So, are the dancers going to start preparing for this one now, or as soon as rehearsals start, or when are rehearsals going to be starting for Rock Ballet?
Yeah, we will start probably in March. I know that we'll start setting some choreography that we have already in March, and then we have a guest artist coming at the end of March to set a new piece. We are going to honor Black artists with this year's Rock Ballet. So we have some choreography that we've already set, and then we'll add some new stuff all throughout the summer, and hopefully be able to have that performance in front of some sort of audience. We don't know, how many people will be able to be in the theater, but we'll be able to have it on the big stage with lights and sound and an audience of some sort. So yeah, that's really exciting.
Yeah, that is great. That is really cool. That's always such a great show too. Always
high energy.
Guys always high energy. Guys, such a good show on. So that is great. And Through Claire's Eyes was wonderful, and it was so well put together, and it was so cool to see the history and hear from everybody. But we are excited to hopefully be able to see the Nutcracker this year. It is in December, of course, around Christmas. So we're thinking, I guess everybody's thinking around that time, the vaccine will be distributed out enough. People will not that, as people have said, we're ever going to completely go back to normal just because of how we've lived the past 9 months. But I think in terms of getting shows and getting people back into the theater and people back on stage, I think that is going to be able to hopefully happen in December. So what are the plans for also, I guess, rehearsing for the Nutcracker? I know that is usually a little different from rehearsing other things, but because that's cast probably, I guess, a little earlier, but how's all that going?
Typically we cast extra roles for that in September. We have a unique opportunity now that we have a youth company. So if we need to have a reduced cast, then what we'll do is first pull from our trainees in our youth company, where we can rehearse in smaller groups if that's necessary. And then I think that there are some really neat things that can happen with ticketing, where people can, at this point, block off seats near them if they don't want to sit by somebody. I know that a lot of ticketing programs have that capability. So, it could be that an audience is very spread out and not dangerously close to anyone else. I don't know that you're going to see audiences anytime really soon sitting right next to each other, with every seat full. But, that auditorium at Sangamon Auditorium is so huge. It seats 2,000 people, and typically we have, for Rock Ballet, maybe 800. So if we have to do more performances and spread people out more, that's easily done at a giant venue like that. The thing that's going to make the difference is it safe for the performers and the crew? Like the people that work backstage, or is their union going to deem it safe enough? And that'll really depend on what we can do. We're going to definitely do some outdoor performances this summer in the parks. We have a deal with the park district, the Springfield Park District. We're going to be at different parks throughout the summer. We're definitely going to be in this event called the Big Read that a lot of community arts organizations are doing, where all the arts arts performances center around a book called Lab Girl. So we're going to do some outdoor type fairies and flowers variations
Nice.
along with the youth company. And that's at the end of April. And then, we may just pop up every once in a while, somewhere outdoors and do some performances for whoever's around.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is cool. Because I remember a couple months ago, I guess is maybe more than a couple of months, but you guys had a performance out at Southwind Park, and that was great to see. So probably some more of those sorts of performances as well, I'm guessing. So Rock Ballet and Nutcracker, I've fairly well-known shows around here, very popular. And I know it says to be determined, but your spring ballet, what do those usually entail, and what can we look forward to? Of course, without, I know it still says to be determined, but that is in 2022. However, like you said, it'll be here before we know it.
It will be here before we know it. And I do need to start planning that right now. And what we thought, Gina and I were brainstorming, typically we would do Swan Lake. That's kind of next in our rotation of ballets, but it's because it's 2022 and ballets have a lot of tutus. We thought maybe we'd do a tutu performance with all different tutu ballets and try to get as many tutus on stage as we can for February, which is the second month of 2022 in tutus. I don't know. We thought we were being clever. So we're going to come up with some kind of tutu ballet for next February.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that is super cool. We'll be looking out for that definitely as well. So so should everything go in the direction that we're going in, things are gradually starting to open back up, vaccines getting rolled out. Should everything go as planned, these 3 shows will be on those dates. And so I guess I just have to ask, I mean, if things go south, are the dates gonna be pushed back, or what's gonna happen?
Yeah, if things go south, we'll still have the rep. We'll do it in whatever capacity we can and as safely as we can and wherever we can and whenever we can. So the thing about the Springfield Ballet Company that is great is that we're the dancers are not just dancing for performances. So they're not really just doing it to get on the stage. They're really training their bodies to be, a lot of them, to have careers in dance. So whether or not they can perform, we still do what we do. We still have workshops. We still have class every week. We still demand that dancers take a certain number of hours of class a week. We still are having guest artists come in and teach. So whether or not they get to perform on the stage, is not really going to be, it's not going to make or break what we do. It's just really hard money-wise when we don't have something like the Nutcracker. We did have people really step up and donate money this year that really helped us, and Through Clara's Eyes helped a little bit. I don't think we can take another year of not doing the Nutcracker at all, but we'll do what we can and as safely as we can for everyone.
Yeah, well, that's good. And like we said, we hope everything goes well. And it looks like, I think it definitely will. And that is important, like you said, as we are both musicians. I mean, you dancer, all sorts of things. And, you're always practicing, no matter what it is, whether it's an instrument, dancing, singing, acting, you're always learning new things. You're always practicing. So it is good to, even if there aren't performances, there will still be those opportunities, like you said, careers in dance, careers in music, and all that sort of thing. So the dates for these performances tentatively, what are they, and when are they, and all that?
Okay, so October 2nd and 3rd for Rock Ballet, December 11th and 12th for the Nutcracker, and the Tutu Ballet, to be determined, will be February 26th and 27th.
All right, of 2022.
Yeah.
Tutu, yes, that's great. I like that. That's awesome. So look out for those performances coming later this year and early next year. Julie, once again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm sure we'll be talking again sometime soon in the future.
Kevin, it's so nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. It is Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY.